What is going on, everyone? So I finally hit one of my goals, which was 1,000 subscribers. I'm pretty sure it's one video that generated like 90% of those subscribers, and unfortunately those types of videos are not going to be around. I'm not going to be doing motorcycle wrenching on camera because I just got lit up in the comments about not using a torque wrench, but you guys are right, but it's whatever. And plus, the bike I have now, I really don't even ride it that much. I've had it for almost a year, and I've only put like 1,500 miles on it. So, not really turning the mileage on it like I wanted to, but that's alright, it's whatever. But going to the reason of this video today, and as you can tell by the title, it just sounds like a very controversial title, but listen to me, or listen to what I've researched, and you can make your own judgment decision. But electric trucks suck. And why do they suck? Well, they don't suck as an electric car or transporter, as in people. They suck as an electric truck, because when you buy a truck, or if you have a truck, or if you use a truck, you're usually putting something in the bed, or you're hooking up something to the bumper or the fifth wheel, and you're pulling it somewhere. And when you hook up these electric trucks to a trailer, their efficiency and range go down dramatically. And there's a couple other things about the trucks too that I was looking at that aren't appealing to myself. So I'm going to be using my current truck as a comparison, which is a 2016 Ram 2500 Mega Cab Cummins. And this truck has 138,844.9 miles on it. Still running strong. Haven't had any issues with it. I've only had it for a year, and I've only put on about 20,000 miles on it, so not a ton of mileage. But the electric trucks, and the three that I'm going to talk about, is the F-150 Lightning, the Remington truck, I don't know what the model is, and the Hummer EV. The first thing let's talk about is price. So this truck, brand new, was $68,000. It's the Laramie Edition, Mega Cab, 4-wheel drive, diesel, in a green. And let's just go stock. Let's exclude the 37s and the camper shell. And $68,000 bought you this truck that I'm currently sitting in back in 2016. Nowadays, this is probably like somewhere in the mid-70s. The Hummer EV, well, let's start at the other end of the spectrum. The Remington starts at $68,000 and goes up to like the mid-70s, which that's actually a comparable price. That's not bad. That's crazy. It sounds that is what the truck market is right now. To buy a nice like F-150 Laramie or Lariat, or a Ram Laramie, or the Chevy High Countries, or the GMCs, you know, you're looking right around the $70,000, $80,000 range for the 1500s. And the Remington is right at that price point. So I think they hit the nail on the head on that. They priced themselves just right. The F-150 Platinum is $100,000, and the Hummer EVs are like upper 100s, low 200s, which whatever. I'm not gonna spend 200 grand on an electric truck. That's ridiculous. Oh, it's got 1,000 foot-pounds of torque. Whatever. I could put 1,000 foot-pounds of torque in this. It's already got 800, so big whoop. So the price point, the Lightning and the Hummer are high. The Remington is good. I would say they hit that. But let's go talk about weight. So the Remington and the Lightning are right around 7,000 pounds, 7,200 pounds. The fully loaded F-150, which I'm assuming is like a Platinum, V8, 4-wheel drive, sunroof, all the trinkets, that one is 6,100 pounds. So these trucks are already 1,000 pounds heavier than their gasoline counterparts. Still, I don't remember the Hummer, only because I saw the price tag and I said, I don't really care about that. But their weight is so much higher, and the Hummer and the F-150 have a towing capacity of 7,000 pounds, which with the F-150s, you can get a 7,000 pound towing capacity. F-150 is like a bottom of the barrel or like a low grade F-150, because they can go all the way up to 12,000 pounds. And like I was saying, average priced one or average listed one is cruising around 8 or 9. So they can't pull as much as the gasoline counterparts, but the Remington, 11,000 pounds. That is actually impressive for that little truck, because that's I would say that's the highest weight you would want to put on a 1500. It's like really 10,000 pounds, but it has the capacity of 11. So, you know, hats off to them. They actually hit the mark on again. And then I compare it to this truck. This one weighs right around 7,500 pounds currently. So a 1500 weighs as much as a 2500 diesel four-wheel drive. But let's not knock against weight. It only counts when you're on a scale, right? But the towing capacity is not that great, so there goes that appeal. You know, they say they got thousands foot-pounds of torque and 0 to 60 in 4 seconds, and they can pull a 5,000 pound trailer 0 to 60 in 6 seconds. And you know, it sounds really cool, and it's obviously a marketing sales tip, but in the real world, I'm not going to be doing 0 to 60 pulls with a 5,000 pound trailer. And that's it's not, I guess it's not my MO. Yeah. There's 60, so what did that take, like 15 seconds? But anyway, so their marketing is, they're just saying like these trucks are crazy powerful and all this, and the F-150's low range battery is 238 miles, and then you can upgrade to the extended range of 326 miles, and that's not bad. You know, good range. You know, my truck gets 420 on 33 gallons of gas, but you know, I guess 328 is not bad for the extended version. My truck's currently getting 13 miles to the gallon, and I don't know what they get, kilowatts per mile, or watts per mile, or buzz per mile. Not an electric guy. But here's the kicker, right? So when you use a truck as a truck, which I'm going to start pulling a lot of trailers with this truck. If you notice, my logo changed, and there's something big coming, and I'm going to explain that in a later video. But when you hook up a trailer to a conventional gasoline diesel powered truck, their efficiency goes down about 10 to 15%. And that's average. You know, I get 13 miles to the gallon, and when I pulled a 5,000 pound trailer, I went from 13 to 12, and that's really not that bad. My range went from 420 to about 380. Still not bad. The Remington, which Jerry from Jerry Rig Everything, he has a Remington, and he pulled a 5,000 pound trailer, which is less than half of the capacity of the truck, mind you. And the Remington, out of all the three, I think gives the most accurate representation of what these trucks really are about, because as soon as he hooked up his trailer and put it in tow haul mode, his range dropped to 50%, over 50%. And as he was driving, it was dropping at a much more rapid pace, which that seems right, because electric, although it's powerful, is inefficient. And what I mean by inefficient is that you design it to work within these parameters, but in the real world, those aren't the parameters. So when you go outside of those parameters, now the vehicle or the power is so much more great, and that's when their efficiency starts dropping. So hooking up a 5,000 pound trailer, next thing you know, your range went from, I think the Remington gets like 300 miles, it went to like 150, and I think after his trip he was down to 120. So, you know, that's that's over a 50% loss just by hooking up a trailer half of the capacity of what the vehicle was rated to. Like, how's that work? You know, if I'm pulling a trailer all the time and I gotta stop every 120 miles and fill up or recharge, and, you know, another thing with batteries is that when they get too hot, they won't accept the charge. And I don't know how hot the batteries got, but let's say, you know, you're pulling a trailer all the time, you're heating up those batteries, now you gotta stay at the charger, let them cool down, and then it starts charging. You know, you can sit there for 20, 30, 40 minutes. You know, the cool down time would take an hour. I mean, how's that work in the real world? For me, diesel power is the most efficient way of power, because, you know, I got this big honking truck doing 13 miles to the gallon and cruising 80, 85 down the highway, because that's my speed limit. Like, how's that not, like, efficient? And if it's deleted, they get more. But, you know, that's some scientists saying that it doesn't work, but it does. So, do electric trucks make good trucks? On a yes-no basis, no. They don't make good trucks. You put something in the bed that's sticking above the cab, you just change the truck's bubble, so therefore the efficiency drops. You hook up a trailer to it, the efficiency really drops. Their price point is super high. And what are you getting out of it? A cool little toy, I guess, with like a bunch of little Easter eggs. You know, what's going to happen in the cold weather? Batteries don't do well in cold weather, and as I'm filming, we're in September, so the cold weather's coming in other states. Not where I live. It's supposed to be almost 100 degrees next week, and I live in Texas. So, what is the future for electric trucks? And, you know, it's coming. Everybody's buying electric. Everybody's going EV because they think it's the green, and that's what the world wants. Even though the battery production is a totally separate topic that I won't get into in this. So, what do you do? What am I gonna do, right? What's gonna happen in 10 years when, you know, gasoline or diesel prices are gonna be $10 a gallon, and then, you know, I'm gonna be working my truck as a truck, and I gotta go buy an electric truck after spending 6 figures, and then only work half as far on twice the time. That'll be interesting. Maybe I'll just pull a generator around, but then that decreases the efficiency of the vehicle. Now I'm relying on gas again. I don't know. Electric cars, don't really have a big problem with them. I won't be buying one, but they're, you know, if you want to do that, go do that. It's more diesel for me. That's what we do. But electric trucks, nah. That ain't what Bobby's got to be buying anytime soon. But anyway, this is a somewhat educational, somewhat of a rant video for you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Stick around. I got some big news coming. I'll probably announce it within a week or so. But anyway, if you like this, hit that like and subscribe button. I'll see you guys on the next one.